Hello, it's me again. Yes, and it's my second video of the let's say of the video set during which I'm going to record myself speaking because I want to improve my speaking for the test that I'm going to take in a month. So let's keep doing it again. Last time I was discussing, well, what it means to grow up, though later my conversation went just in a random way without even, keeping up with the point of the video, but it's all right. This is how the spontaneous talk or like the spontaneous conversation like usually works. Today it is also about growing up. Though today I'm kind of planning to talk about the body and the mind, how it develops when we, uh, as human, as humans, grow up. Okay, so let's go. Uh, when people are born, they are called, well, babies. Yes, but also people might call them uh, infants. The next stage is a toddler, and the next one is a period of stage that some call, let's say, middle childhood. Yes. Uh, it is, I suppose, a period of time between when you're a baby and when you're a teenager already. So I can assume that it is about like 7 years old, 10, 11, 12 years old, something like that. Yes. An infant and is when you're in your, like, when you are 2 years old, like 1, 2, 3 years old. A toddler is when you're 2, 3, 4, 5 years old, so something like that. And then your middle childhood occurs when you're like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 years old. Yes. And after that, you are coming to the stage of adolescence or teenage time, I suppose. Sorry, I'm not sure if I know the right word for that, but I can say that it is the time of adolescence. It, it is when you're a teenager and you are on the way to become like an independent human being before you are an adult. Yes, all right. So, and it's interesting enough that when you're born, when you become a baby, yes, when you are in the first years of your life, you keep developing both, like with your body. No, your body keeps developing the same as your mind. Like I mean, both them, both they develop along the time. Yes, like um, when you're a baby, like your bones are very flexible. You can't hold yourself. You're like you can't even to keep your head straight because your bones, your muscles are very weak. Like in your, what do you call it? Uh, Sorry, my mind has just gone blank. Absolutely, yes. All right, so but you get the idea. You're not even able to keep your head straight. So you need like your parents' support. They have to keep your head all the time until, well, until a certain age when you can do this by yourself. It's very interesting, yes. So your muscles, your bones keep becoming more stronger, firmer. Yes, until you are like a fully developed person. I think it becomes like by the age of 4 or 5 maybe. Yes. Also, your like speaking muscles become more. They become stronger when you're able to produce all the sounds that exists in the language of your surrounding. Yes, when you're a baby, and it's a very interesting point. You're able to kind of produce Well, no, not like that. You kind of have the possibility to train your mouth to produce any sounds possible existed that exist in our world. So that's why a Chinese born in America, like, acquire the natural like US English accent, while a guy of, let's say, Russian or English or German origin born in China gains this Chinese sounding accent, and he has it in a very natural way because the mouth are very flexible. Like the mouth muscles, like your cheek muscles, your tongue muscles, they are all like flexible because they are not fully developed yet. They become more developed along the time, along you become older and older. Yes, and while like you keep developing, your mouth is is adjusting to pronouncing the sound of your language. Yes, and they kind of uh, being trained by you when they try to pronouncing them, and after a while you become like able to pronounce them properly, natively. But on the other side, your mouth kind of lose this flexibility. You can produce all the sounds from your language, but unfortunately, you limited by this number. You can't produce language, the sounds of other language anymore. Especially the older you get, the worse. The more difficult it becomes for you to do that. Like when you're 50, like 7 9 years old, you're still able to catch the accent. Yes, but when you are in your adolescence, it's already a problem for you to do that. Yes, I know that some teenagers are still able to have a natural accent of language they're facing at the moment. I mean, a foreign language, but not all can do this very well already. Yes, and when you're an adult, when you're even in your like in your 20s, you can't do this for some reason. Yes. Okay. Anyway, so it's all about body. You become able to do some basic gestures when you're 6 years old. Uh, when you reach like adolescence, you become like, what are you able to do at this age? Well, first of all, you gain, like, how to say that, you gain some weight, like you gain a lot. Sorry, I need to have a look at the word. uh, what I want to say that you have these gains in weight and height. Yes, when you're a teenager. Yes, and while you're a teenager, you become very sensitive towards so many things because it's like your body transition, and when you when you have this period of transition, your body is kind of changing. Yes, and it influence not only on your physical states, your physical possibilities, opportunities. It also influence on your like mind, on your emotional state, because you are like you are gaining a more complex emotional, um, I don't know, state. Let's say a more complex emotional uh, structure, maybe. Yes, and you're not used to it. Yes, you need to get used to your new feelings, to these huge range of emotions you're able to express now. Yes, and that's why you still don't know what to do with it all because you need to train, you need to live with it to get used to it, and that's why like teenagers are very difficult to operate with, to work with, to talk to, especially for parents, because teenagers now they mm, let's say, they're more developed. They can get a lot of, they can come to a lot of new conclusions. So they are, uh, they have more knowledge about the world, both like physically, both like from the perspective of their mind, and also the knowledge they have collected from school, for example. It all become like falls. I don't know. It just comes to them so fast, so immediately. It's just difficult to them to bear it all. Yes, just imagine you've gained so much instruments to work with, and you don't know what to do, which one to start using it, and how to use them. You have no idea, and parents don't help much because they, well, we should admit that parents sometimes don't know how to work with teenagers. Yes, because they were teenagers many years ago, and their parents didn't manage to, to grow them up very properly. I don't know. Whew, yes. So the behavior changes a lot. Yes, they get a lot of emotions, new feelings, no emotions. Like their body has changed a lot, and they are very sensitive towards these period of transition. Yes. On the other side, yes, while it's a very difficult period for them, they become more like responsible. They realize all the consequences of the actions, because children don't do that, but they finally can do that. Yes, and they kind of are like on the final stage to become like complete, let's say, like a normal participant of the community they are in right now. Yes, it's like the final stage. It's a life, like it's a final period before becoming an adult. Yes. Well, usually it prolongs until the age of 20, I think, 18, 20. In most countries, the 18, when you're 18 years old, you're already considered an adult. So in most countries, like it's the age to become an adult, though these internal processes are still keeping happening because, well, you're still a young person. You have some time to grow up, to grow yet. Yes, like I think it carries on until the age of 22, 23. Yes, and after that, you stop developing physically and maybe even emotionally. Well, not emotionally, I think, but physically. Yes, when you're in your adulthood. I should say before keeping speaking that all these conclusions are just my opinion. I'm not a specialist in biology, at human biology, at psychology, and and all that. It's just my experience combined with my knowledge in linguistics and just my idea on how humans develop, like from since when they're children to their adulthood. Yes, so please don't take my opinion as granted. I might be wrong. I might be wrong. Yes. So this is what I have had on my mind. Yes, I've been trying to use all the words. Well, most of the words I learned last time. Yes, I can say that I reached my maturity many years ago because I'm a fully developed person, adult, because I'm already in my 30s. And when you're in your 30s, it means that you certainly have reached your maturity. You're a mature person that are ready to take responsibilities and to be a participant of the community. Yes, a fully no, a fully developed uh, adult who can take part in life of the community you are in now? It's not easy to talk about. Yes, sorry. Yes, what else? Hmm, I don't know. I think I can finish this video. Thank you for listening. It was a bit of like it's been a very weird uh, like rambling about uh, human developing, and I hope at least it was somehow interesting for you. If not, it's okay, because the purpose of these videos is not to kind of catch your attention and to make you interested in the topic, but it's rather just my practice for communicating. Yes, that's all, I think. So thank you very much for listening. See you next time on the next topic. Bye bye.